Welcome to a journey of understanding, a journey into the heart of Buddhism. A spiritual tradition that has spanned more than 2.5 millennia, Buddhism beckons us to delve deeper into the essence of our existence. At the core of Buddhist philosophy are teachings that invite us to examine our lives and the world around us in a new light. Perhaps the most fundamental of these teachings are the Four Noble Truths, which serve as the foundation of Buddhism. These truths illuminate the existence of suffering, its origin, the possibility of its cessation, and the path that leads to this cessation. As we explore Buddhism, we encounter profound concepts that challenge our perceptions and inspire us to seek wisdom. One such concept is no world, or Lokavāda. To truly understand Buddhism, one must delve into its profound teachings, like the concept of no world, or Lokavāda. Let us now delve into the intriguing concept of no world, or Lokavāda, in Buddhism. Lokavāda, a term that can be quite perplexing, is a profound principle in Buddhism. At first glance, you might think it implies a denial of the world or reality, but that's not quite the case. Lokavāda is not about negating the world, but rather it's about understanding the world from a unique perspective. So what exactly is this perspective? Well, it involves viewing the world not as a fixed, concrete entity, but as a dynamic flow of experiences. It's about seeing beyond the physical and tangible, and recognizing that our perception of reality is greatly influenced by our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. This concept is of great importance in Buddhism. It encourages us to question our assumptions about reality and to realize that what we perceive as real is often a construct of our minds. This understanding can lead to a shift in consciousness, a liberation from the constraints of our habitual ways of thinking and perceiving. Furthermore, Lokavāda invites us to explore the transient nature of our experiences. It nudges us to understand that all things are subject to change, and nothing is permanent. This understanding can bring about a sense of peace and acceptance, as we learn to flow with the ever-changing currents of life, rather than resisting them. Moreover, Lokavāda reminds us of the interconnectedness of all things. It helps us see that we are not separate entities, but part of a vast, intricate web of interrelations. This realization can foster a deep sense of compassion and empathy, as we understand that our actions inevitably impact others, and vice versa. In essence, Lokavāda is a call to awaken from the illusion of a fixed, separate self, and to embrace the fluid, interconnected nature of existence. It's about stepping beyond the boundaries of our conditioned perceptions and opening up to a more expansive, holistic view of reality. So Lokavāda is not about negating the world, but understanding it from a different perspective. Now you might ask, how does Lokavāda change our perception of reality? This question takes us to the heart of a profound Buddhist concept that transforms not just how we view the world, but also how we interact with it. Lokavāda, in its essence, encourages us to look beyond the physical world. This isn't to deny the existence of the world around us, but rather to understand that it isn't the entirety of our reality. It's an invitation to expand our consciousness, to explore the realms of perception that lie beyond the tangible and the visible. It's like peering through a window. What we see on the other side is real, yes, but it's not all there is. The window frame limits our view. Lokavāda encourages us to step beyond this frame, to explore the vast landscape that lies beyond what we can see from our limited vantage point. It teaches us that our reality is not just made up of what we can touch, see, hear, smell, or taste. Instead, it is a complex tapestry woven from the threads of our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Components that are invisible to the eye but have a profound impact on our lives. Imagine if we could perceive the world not just as a collection of physical objects, but as a web of interconnected energies where every thought, every emotion, and every action has a ripple effect, altering the fabric of our reality. This is the perspective that Lokavāda imparts. But it's not just about changing our perception. Lokavāda also brings a shift in our approach to life. It nudges us to move away from a material-focused existence to one that values inner growth and spiritual understanding. It asks us to delve deeper, to seek meaning beyond the superficial, and to strive for a richer, more fulfilling existence. Lokavāda invites us to transcend the physical world and understand the true nature of existence. It's a call to awaken, to expand our consciousness, and to embrace a more holistic understanding of reality. It's a journey towards a deeper, more meaningful connection with ourselves, with others, and with the universe that surrounds us. How does Lokavāda contribute to our spiritual awakening? Let's delve into this, shall we? The concept of Lokavāda, or no world, in Buddhism, is not merely a philosophical construct to ponder over. Instead, it serves as a stepping stone towards spiritual awakening. This awakening is not a sudden light switch moment, but rather it's a gradual transformative process that unfolds over time. Lokavāda initiates this shift in consciousness by challenging our conventional understanding of reality. It prompts us to question our perceptions of the world, the self, and the interactions between the two. It guides us to recognize that our perception of reality is not the ultimate truth, but rather a construct shaped by our thoughts, feelings, and experiences. In this sense, Lokavāda is a call to transcend our limited subjective view of reality and embrace a more expansive, objective understanding. This understanding, however, is not an intellectual exercise. It is a profound, experiential realization that emerges as we let go of our attachments, illusions, and delusions. As we let go, we begin to see the world as it truly is, unfiltered by our biases and prejudices. We begin to experience the interconnectedness of all things, the impermanence of existence, and the emptiness of inherent existence. This realization, this insight, is what we refer to as enlightenment in Buddhism. Enlightenment, though, is not an end in itself. It is the beginning of a new journey, a journey of compassionate living inspired by the wisdom of interconnectedness, impermanence, and emptiness. It is a journey where we strive to alleviate suffering, promote happiness, and cultivate peace, both within ourselves and in the world around us. So how does Lokavāda contribute to our spiritual awakening? By prompting us to question, to let go, and to see. By guiding us from illusion to insight, from ignorance to wisdom, from suffering to liberation. By understanding Lokavāda, we open ourselves to a deeper spiritual awakening. How can we apply Lokavāda in our daily life? Let's journey through the practical applications of this profound Buddhist concept. Imagine a world where each decision, each action, is deeply rooted in the understanding of Lokavāda. A world where the ephemeral nature of existence is not feared, but embraced. To commence this journey, we start with the self. Lokavāda encourages us to perceive ourselves not as fixed entities, but as a series of interconnected events and experiences. This perception can influence our daily decisions. For instance, when faced with a challenge, instead of reacting impulsively, we can pause, reflect on the impermanence of the situation, and respond with wisdom and equanimity. This shift in perspective can make us more resilient, adaptable, and open to change. Moving beyond the self, we can extend this understanding to our interactions with others. When we recognize that just like us, everyone else is also a complex interplay of fleeting events and experiences, our attitudes towards others can become more compassionate and understanding. In disagreements, instead of clinging to our viewpoints, we can try to understand the other person's perspective. This can foster harmony and reduce conflicts in our relationships. In the realm of actions, Lokavāda can be a guiding principle. Whether it's choosing a career, making a purchase, or deciding how to spend our time, understanding the transient nature of things can help us make decisions that are in alignment with our deeper values, rather than being driven by fleeting desires or societal expectations. Applying Lokavāda also means embracing uncertainty and change. Instead of resisting or fearing change, we can learn to flow with it, knowing that change is the very fabric of existence. This can make us more resilient in the face of life's ups and downs and open us up to new experiences and possibilities. Incorporating Lokavāda into our lives can lead to a more mindful and enlightened existence. Embracing the transient, interconnected nature of existence can transform our relationship with ourselves, others, and the world around us, leading us towards a life of greater peace, wisdom, and compassion. As we wrap up, let's revisit what we've learned today. Lokavāda, a key tenet of Buddhism, teaches us that our perception of the world is not a fixed reality, but a construct of our own minds. It's like a mirror reflecting our thoughts, feelings, and experiences back at us. By understanding this, we can shift our perspective, opening our minds to the fluidity of the world around us. This understanding can lead to a profound spiritual awakening. It's like suddenly seeing the world in high definition, where every moment is a new opportunity for growth and transformation. In our daily lives, we can apply Lokavāda by being mindful of our thoughts and actions, and by embracing impermanence and change. Thank you for joining us on this journey of understanding. Remember, the world is not as it appears, it is as we perceive it. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning,